Yeah. Yeah. Perfect timing. Well, yeah. Right. Okay. And the tournament coordinators are really good with the coaches. Lots of pride.
Yeah. We went down to Arizona last year, and it was cool. And like, right there, it was warm, whatever.
Right.
You were there.
This is my son's second year doing it. I didn't come last year, so this is my first time. It's really fun.
I heard you guys won last year. You wouldn't even before as well.
Not the year before. 2 years before.
Yeah. Dynasty.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it. Like everyone's, they all sacrificed the AAA for you.
Yeah.
It's fun though. Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
So you hear about it, 2 reps in a license. Imagine if they do that in real life. That's the Quebec style.
Yeah.
GTHL's adopting it. I know HA won't even consider it. Yeah.
What's that?
The 3-man system with 2 refs and 1 linesman.
Why not?
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it wasn't their ideas.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Maybe NOHA should go, well, we're going to have 3 refs. Yeah. And we thought of that.
Right?
It's going to
5. 15 seconds.
5 in Gerson. Roughing high school. Triple the small hockey, everything. It's like public skiing out there. Yeah, I was all see that.
Yeah. Playing tag with your friends to everybody. All right, here we go. Quarterfinal action, facing off against another team from Winnipeg. SRSS Sabres. Noble, Judd, Marshfield up front to start us off. Gilbert on the point with Markowicz. Pass to Judd from Gilbert. Up to Noble, he dumps it in. Puck comes up the side. Markowicz keeps it at the blue line, chips it in the corner. Marshfield down low for Noble. Gets past him. Judd coming to help out. Back to the blue line. Gilbert plays it. It's going to be icing. Yeah, all weekend we've had the 2-man system. Today we got 2 refs and 1 linesman. It's a different system. They almost missed an icing there, but they'll figure it out. The good thing is the 2 refs can call penalties from both sides in theory. Shot, fired, blocked in front. Judd gets the rebound. Chips that deep into the zone. Noble after it. Sabres send it around the horns. They chip it out of the zone. Noble gets it back for St. Charles. His pass doesn't connect. Gilbert intercepts the Sabres pass. Now Carson gets it up to the neutral zone. Carson and Brady. Brady brings it in. Comes out with it. Pass or shoots on net. Rebound. Oh! Loose puck goes in, but whistle went.
Still late to the party. Let's go.
Young back to the blue line, shot from crossweight, saved. Puck's on the sidewall. Younger sends it down low. Holden gets it behind the net. Over for Carson. He tries to walk out. It's knocked away. Holden gets it in the corner. Pressure from the Sabres. Get it out. Burns gets it back. Off the boards. Back into Sabre territory. Sabres chip it up. Holden ties him up on the sidewall. Puck comes out though. 2-on-2. Shot fired. Pulled in by Kessler. He hangs on to that. Just over 10 minutes to go in the first. 0-0. Hey, Lars shot the draw. Gets some help from Billard. Billard to the blue line. Hands it off to Wiersbicky. Wiersbicky brings it in the zone. Gets it down low around the net. Wiersbicky to Larsh. Larsh to Billard. His shot deflected away. Puck comes back to the blue line. Peugeot shot on net. Save. Sabres chipping out of the zone. In the corner, pressure from McLean. In comes Wiersbicky. Nice hit from him. Then Billard gets it out of the zone. Knocked back. They're offside. They're back onside. Larsh with the puck in the neutral zone. Gets the red line. Dumps it in. Chip and change. Billard stays off for pressure. Out comes Noble and Marshfield. Billard switches up with Judd. Sabres come up through center. Oh, almost suicide pass.
Offside!
Wow.
Jesus.
Ref misses an easy offside because he's too busy trying to be a ref. So that's the one downside to this three-man system. Now Marshfield chips it to the blue line and out. Noble's puck goes in his feet. Back for McLean. McLean fires up center. Onto the stick of Noble. Noble brings it in the zone. Over for Marshfield. His shot blocked. Sabres turn with it. Judd with some pressure. Forces him to get it in over the blue line. Judd gets it back and heads up with... They're calling that trip. They're calling it. Power play coming up for St. Charles. Tripping called. 8:12 to go in the first. Building on the wings. Puck comes back to Judd. Hands it off to Gilbert. Back to Judd. To the blue line and out. Gilbert regroups in the neutral zone. Over for Noble. Out for Liam. Brings it in. Dumps it down low. Holden gets it behind the net. Sends it back for Liam. Gets that back for Holden. Back to Liam. Back to the blue line for Gilbert. Cross to Liam. I try to get that across for Noble. It gets deflected out of the zone. Puck up for Holden. Sends it back for Gilbert. Gilbert chips it up for Marshfield. He gets it over the blue. Sabres get back in their zone. Fired up center. 1 minute gone in the penalty. Gilbert behind the net. Picks up the puck. Comes up the side. Hands it off to Carson. Carson takes it into the zone. Circles back. Sends that the high slot for Crossweight. Crossweight down low for Marshfield. Marshfield walks in. Gets it to Burns. Burns to Marshfield. Back for Crossweight. Cross ice. Try to go back door. SRSS gets a stick on it. Gary keeps it in. Now the ref helps us out. The ref. We get the puck back in the zone. The Sabres send it out. Kessler plays it behind the net for Daniel. It's set up for Carson. Carson through the neutral zone. In the Sabre territory. 5 seconds on the power play. Cleared out by the Sabres.
Let's go!
Now it's back for Kessler. He chips it up the boards for Noble. Noble gets it over the blue line. Sabres send it back in. Help from Burns and Crossweight. D-to-D pass, shot, deflected wide. All right, shot goes wide and they send it back to the blue line. Shot through traffic, deflected, rebound, goes behind the net. Another rebound. Pushing and shoving. Only you. You can't get punched in. So they call us and no, not the retaliation. Judd sends it out, sends Noble on a breakaway. Noble comes in. Nice move, it's in! There we go. Short-handed goal. Go Cards! Pay attention, guys. Oh, Judd steals it. Gets in, shot, save, rebound, goes behind the net. Still got a minute and a half on the penalty kill. Sabres coming up to the neutral zone. Take it down low, behind the net. Send it back to the blue line. D-to-D pass, he walks in. Can't connect on the back door. Now they dump it out of their own zone. We'll get Marshfield and Gauchi up front now. Peugeot and Gilbert on the point. Puck in the corner. They passed it back to the blue line. It bounces over. Marshfield with some pressure. Forces it. Get some help from Carson. Oh, almost got it. Sabres re-enter the zone. 45 seconds on that power play. Cross-ice pass. Intercepted now by Carson. It's kept in, though. Now D-to-D pass. They're going to look for the back door. Carson intercepts that. He saw that coming. He goes for a skate. 25 seconds on the penalty. Gets past Marshfield into the zone. There we go. Crossweight plays the body. Now Marshfield keeping him away from the net. There we go. Nice work from Crossweight. Shot fired. Blocked by Marshfield. Another shot off the blocker. Markwich chips it up the boards. Kept it in the corner. Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Cross-ice pass. Tries the back door. Can't connect. Now Markwich chips it up center out of the zone. Larsh forces the play. And in comes Wierzbicki, gets a piece of it, bounces away. Pressure from Billard, and it's back for Larsh. We dump it into the zone. 3 minutes to go in the first. 1-0 for the Cardinals. Larsh to Wiersbicky, cross for Billard. Billard dumps it into the zone. Gets down low. Larsh picks up behind the net. It's got some pressure from the Sabres. They come up with it. Up through center. We got a 1-1 game.
Go, fellas!
All right, 2.5 minutes to go. 1-1 game. Burns to Gilbert. He dumps that in the zone. Icing called. Shot blocked by Holden. Goes behind that for Gilbert. He gets some help from Carson. Now it's around for Burns. Burns to Young. He chips that out of the zone. Carson flies after it, picks it up. His shot saved. Nice try. Barely held on to it, though. Corner. In the corner. Marshfield and Judd working at it. Comes out the other way. Sabres chip it up the boards. Bring it in. Cut behind. Tries a wraparound. Save is made. Net comes off, though. All right, switch up Marshfield for O'Kane. Burns gets the puck off the draw, off the boards. Gilbert battles. It comes out front. Kessler gets a piece of it. Now Gilbert up for Judd. He enters the zone with O'Kane. Back to Gilbert. His shot fired. What a save.
You gotta be kidding me! Unbelievable! Horrible times two.
Wow. Another bad call from the official. Well, back of the penalty kill with 1.5 minutes in the first. 1-1 game. They're both in the same spot. Drop the puck, ref. Jesus. Comes back to the blue line. Shot off the melon. Rebounds. Comes out of the slot. Sabres pick it up. Pressure from Noble. Gets a piece of it.
Jesus!
Shot fired. Judd gets the rebound. Ships it up. It's kept in at the blue line.
Come on!
Backdoor pass. We're going to get a cross-check call here again. 5-on-3 coming up.
That's what happens though when you miss the call.
52 seconds to go in the first. 5-on-3 for the Sabres. Marshfield, Crossweight, and Gauchi on the ice. Goes back to the blue line. D-to-D pass. Shot off the post. Back to the blue line. They keep it in. D-to-D pass. Nice work. Carson knocks it out. He goes for a skate. He gets in there all alone. Let's go! 2-1. There we go. Another shorthanded goal. 30 seconds to go in the first. 2-1 Cards. All right, 106 in the first penalty, 139 in the second. 30 seconds in the period. Sabres enter the zone. Back to the blue line, D-to-D pass. Shot off the post or crossbar. Yeah. 17 seconds in the first. Nice. We tie up. Puck comes back to the blue line. D-to-D. Shot. 2-2. 8 seconds to go in the period. Yeah. They get in off the draw, 8 seconds. Shot blocked by Noble. Now Baylor sends it out. That will end the period. Tied up at 2 after 1. We got minute 7 left in our penalty.
That was justified. Calling me.
All right. Second period action, 12 minutes to go. A minute left in the penalty. Sabres get in the zone. Drop it back to the blue line. D-to-D pass. Get a shot, save from Kessler. Rebound kept in. Shot from the high slot. Save. Goes in the corner. They come in, they get a shot. That's deflected into the netting out of bounds. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Sabres get back to the line. Pressure from Miller. Carson intercepts it. This puck doesn't get out. They get a shot on net, rebound. Nice save from Kessler. Loose puck. They get that out front. They get a shot. It goes behind the net. Gilbert ties up. Carson helping him. They send it back to the blue line. Shot, tries, deflected. Goalie lost his stick. Gilbert gives him the stick. Back to 5-on-5. Guess we only got 4 sticks out there.
Back door!
There you go. Gilbert blocks the pass. Judd gets a piece of it, but stays in the zone. Pressure from Judd. Gets it up for Gucci. Kept it at the blue line. There we go. We get the puck out. SRS sends it in. Too many players. Too many. No, he's calling offside. That was too many players, ref. Yes, he was calling offside. Gilbert brings it in. Oh, puts it out front. Billard after it, tying up. Sabres get it. Nice back check from Gilbert. Markwich keeps it in at the blue line. Judd on the side. Gets it over for Marshfield. He gets a shot. Off the blocker. It's loose. Sabres pick up the rebound. Nice hit from Marshfield. Sabres re-enter our zone. Nice work from Markwich stopping him. Chipping it up. Goes behind the net for Gilbert. Sends that around for Judd. Judd's bumped. He's tied up. Markwich helping him out. All right, now we're on the penalty kill. Judd knocks it out of the zone. Oh, no, kept it at the blue line. Sabres get it down low. Judd sends it out this time. 9 minutes to go in the second. 2-2. Minute 40 in the penalty. Sabres dump that in around the boards. Send it back to the blue line. Loose puck.
Fucking holding the stick!
Walks in, glove save. Minute 12 to go on the penalty. 8:30 in the period. Puck comes back for Peugeot. He chips that behind the net. Sabres send it to the blue line. Billard ties up. You got injured player. You got to blow that down. Shot fired. High stick. No goal. High stick. High stick. No goal. High stick. Face-off comes outside. All right. Carson wins the draw, sends it all the way down. Eight minutes to go in the period. 45 seconds in the penalty. Oh, nice work. Peugeot gets the puck back for St. Charles, chips it into the zone. Sabres get it in, drop it back to the blue line. Carson gets the puck out of the blue line. Kept in by the Sabres. They come across, shot, save, rebounds, loose in front. Still loose. No goal, no goal. He's in the crease. Interference. Interference, yes, there we go. 4-on-4 for 8 seconds.
Andy, shut up!
What is Andy doing? The player waited outside the penalty box like the ref will change his mind. All right, 4-on-4 for 8 seconds. Seven and a half minutes to go in the second. Judd sends it back for Gilbert. Gilbert back for Judd. Back for Gilbert. Across the blue line. Down low, it's in Judd's feet. Sends out for Noble. He deflects it. Goalie makes a save in a 5-hole. Now we're on the power play for a minute 47. Yeah. Back for Judd. Across for Crossweight. Crossweight through traffic. Gets out in front. Blocked. And send it out. Pass up to Liam. He enters the zone. He gets that across for Noble. Oh, Noble couldn't get the shot. It's cleared out. And Kessler's going to play that for Daniel. Up for Liam. Oh, a little bit of trouble. Shot fired. Kessler saves it. Judd gets the puck back. Gets it up for Noble. Noble into the zone. Drops it for Gilbert. Gilbert across for Liam. Liam's shot deflected off the player, out of bounds.
Okay.
Marshfield to Larsh. Back for Markowicz. Markowicz to Marshfield. Markowicz across the blue line. Gets a shot. That's blocked by the Sabres. They chip it up. Carson keeps it in the blue line. Two Sabres over the blue line. Carson walks in, gets a shot of Larsh. It's in! Let's go! Power play goal. 3-2 for the Cards. 6 minutes to go in the second.
Attaboy, Larsh!
And Young wins the draw, sends it into Sabre territory. Here's Mickey with some pressure. Pass goes all the way across. That's going to be icing. Young wins it over to O'Kane. O'Kane back to Markowicz. Markowicz sends it down low for Young. Young passes out front. Sabres send it away. Now O'Kane down low for Young. Young comes out with it, puts it out front. Sabres send it back to the blue line. Gilbert gets a shot, rebounds loose, and the Sabres find it. They send it up to number 15. He's got a shot. Markowicz plays him a bit. Oh, in comes Gilbert, gets the puck back. He chips it up. Ice and waved off. Puck going on net. Young follows it up to force the whistle. 5:22 in the second. Puck gets fatter on the boards. Burns is there to keep it in. That was a set play from the Sabres. Nice shot from Marshy. Judd gets the rebound for Noble. Noble's tied up. He gets a puck to Liam. Liam gets a shot. Rebound. Cleared away by Sabres. They take it up to the neutral zone. Marshfield on the back check. Shot fired. Glove save. All right, behind the net, Burns reverses. Got some pressure, gets it up from Marshfield. He chips it up center. Judd helps him, gets it up for Crossweight. Crossweight to Noble. He gets that out of the zone. Now Marshfield and Judd with some pressure. They chip it up center, dump it in the zone. Kessler plays it behind the net, up the boards. Judd gets it, chips it up center. Marshfield working at it. He gets it into the zone. Tries to get that over. It's in some feet. Sent up by the Sabres. They get it into the zone. McLean pokes it up for Marshfield. Marshfield tries to get that across for Judd. Now Judd knocks it into the zone for Noble. Noble almost at the 5-hole. Goalie shut it at the last second. Puck comes out. Into the zone. Crossweight plays the body. There you go. Nice hit. Knocks him off the puck. Daniel battles that low. Hold! Oh. There we go. Nice work from Noble. Puck's back for McLean. Chips up the boards. Judd chips it out. Noble racing for it, but Sabres going to get there. We get a line change going. Sabres chip it up center. McLean sends it back in the zone. What? Went through 3 guys who try to play with them. That's the easy way off. All right. Peugeot for Holden. Get some help from Carson. Peugeot tying up in the corner. Nice hit. Carson helping him out. Puck comes out front. Cleared away by McLean. Holden chips it up. It's sent back in. McLean behind the net. Plays the body. Puck's in the corner. Andy follows that up. Gets some help from Young. Goes behind the net. There you go. Andy ties up. Back to the blue line. Shot. Glove save. Shot. Blocker save. Out of bounds. Off the draw. It's in some feet. Gets to the blue line, but they keep it in. In the corner. Puck goes behind the net now. Gilbert pokes at it. Gets it back. Chips it off the glass and out. Won't make it for an icing. What? Come on. You stop skating. All right, shot deflected out of bounds. .219 to go in the second. 3-2 for the Cards. Back to the blue line. Pressure from Markowicz. It's in the corner. Billard gets a stick on it. It's at the blue line. Send it across the blue. They walk in. Shot goes wide. Keep it in. Shot goes wide. Puck picked up by Markowicz. He chips that out. That hit the white player.
Good play. Good play.
Icing, 1:43 to go in the second. There you go. Noble blocks a shot. Burns gets the rebound. Chips it up. Marshfield gets a piece of it. It's kept in at the blue line. Kessler makes the save. Burns sends it around for Judd. Judd chips up for Noble. It's kept in his zone. Marshfield with some pressure. Now shot blocked by Noble. Knocks it out of the air. Another shot that goes wide. Judd picks it up. Hands it off to Jay Nobes. He gets the red line. Dumps it in. Marshfield coming around for it. Marshfield gets it to Noble. Noble tries to get that over front. Judd gets a piece of it. But the goalie got a stick on it. It's back to the blue line. Gilbert works it up. Hook! In our zone, Crossway ties him up. Wow. What is the call? Tripping? On when? Behind the play calls a trip. Right in front of the other official, he had no problem with it. It's getting a little frustrating. Penalty kill, 50 seconds in the second. We get the puck out. Billard's after it. Billard brings it in. Oh, blocker save. Billard gets it in front for Gauchi. Sends it deep in the zone.
Not you, Dan.
There we go. We messed up the breakout. Shot from the blue line, blocked by Crossweight. And now Billard clears it up the boards, gets some help from Daniel and Carson. Carson gets it out of the zone. End of two, up by one. Still a penalty kill for a minute 8.
Vinny, get out of there! Vinny!
Mm-hmm. Third period action on a penalty kill for another minute 5. Carson wins the draw, sends it deep into the Sabre territory. They start to break out with it. Pass, enter the zone, drop it back. They come in high. Nice stick check from Carson. Forces them. Can't connect down low. Burns gets it in behind the net. He's knocked off the puck. Back to the blue line. Carson follows it up. Knocks it out of the zone. On a breakaway, Carson Gauchi. Off the crossbar. Son of a... That's right. Sabres get in. Got 14 minutes to go in the third. Noble with some pressure, forces it to the blue line. D to D pass. Pass in front, can't connect. Penalty's over. Shots blocked by SRS. Noble chips it up for Judd. Sends him on a breakaway. Good save. It's 5. The goalie played it. One-timer missed from Judd Marshfield. The goalie played that shot. Deflected. Pass in front. Oh, big save. Noble comes out, tries to wrap around. It's loose. Whistle goes. 13 and a half minutes to go in the third.
You're gonna dump that after, right?
Yeah. Just play music over everything.
Somebody's car.
Noble to Judd, back for Peugeot. Peugeot fires that in front. Blocked. Judd puts that on net. Goalie hangs on to it. Noble back for Peugeot. His shot deflected. Goes behind the net. Judd puts it out front. Shot. Oh, save. Marshfield battles in the corner. Now comes out for the Sabres. They chip it up center. Knock it out of the air. Noble gets it back. Chips it into the zone. On net. The goalie's going to have to play that and cover it. Exactly 13 minutes left in regulation. Larsh on the draw. Wiersbicky. Billard on the wings. Gilbert on the point with Markowicz. Puck's fired around. Comes out. Ice and waved off that. Happened to us and they called it. Wiersbicky gets on the sidewall. He got some pressure. It's back to the blue line. They send it down low into the corner. Gilbert chips it up for Wiersbicky. He takes it out of the zone. Chips it up into the Sabre territory. Gets a shot on net. Goalie hangs on to it. Larsh and O'Kane work at it, but it comes out into the neutral zone. We get into our territory, big save. Rebound goes in the corner. Markowicz finds it, sends it around for Holden. Holden chips that out of the zone. Won't make it for icing. O'Kane with some pressure. Coming up the side. Gauchi gets in the way. And Billard dumps it back in. At number 15 for the Sabres is a pretty good player. Nice hit from Gilbert. And Holden gets the puck. Holden fires up center. Carson tips it into the zone. Around into the corner. Getting some help from Holden. He keeps that in the zone. Holden behind the net. Trying to get that around for Carson. He's tied up. Sent around the boards. Sabres send it out in the neutral zone. They get in. Can't get a shot. And Young gets a stick on it. They keep it in at the blue line. Gilbert chips it around. Carson to Young.
Come on, let's go.
Shot blocked by Carson. Another shot that goes over. Young battles on the sidewall. Chips it out of the zone. Nope. Now he gets it out for Carson.
Good job, Patty. Good job.
Into the zone. No icing. Young follows it up.
Don't take the man.
Gets some help from Holden. There we go. Nice hit from Holden. Noble gets a piece of it, but it comes back in his Cards territory. Marshfield gets a piece of it. Nice hit from Crossweight. He's got the battle going. The puck's loose. Oh, come on. We're going to get a cross-checking call here. So back on the penalty kill with 10.5 minutes to go in the third. All right, so far we've got 2 goals shorthanded and 4 breakaways, I think. So let's keep it rolling, birdies. 10.5 minutes to go in the third. 3-2 Cards. Burns chips it out of the zone. Sends Liam into the zone. He's got a player on him. He's got a hook. Oh, no. He battles. Killing off that penalty. There we go. Force the play. Now Andrew sends it back in the zone. 30 seconds gone from the penalty. Cross ice pass. They get into the zone. Send it wide. Back to the blue line and out. Pressure from the Cards. They bring it in. Send it back to the blue line. He walks in. Shot fired. Save from Kessler. Out of bounds it goes. 9.5 minutes in the period. A minute to go in the PK. Marshfield on the draw. He's out there with Billard. Marshfield sends it back to the blue line. They keep that in. They get backdoor pass. Shot blocked by Wiersbicky. Now Billard gets that out of the zone. They chip it to the blue line. Pressure from Wiersbicky. And it comes back for Gilbert. Gilbert fires that around the boards. Kept it at the blue line. They send it out of the zone for us, though. 20 seconds to go in the penalty. SRS regroups. Gets it into the zone. Then he ties up behind the net. All right, now we're back to 5-on-5. Big blocker save from Kessler. Puck's behind the net. Comes out front for Larsh. She hands it off for Marshfield. Marshfield enters the zone. He gets past. Gets a shot. Rebound goes behind the net. Billard follows it up. Gets it back to the blue line. One-timer from Gilbert off the blocker. Played by the Sabres. It comes back for Wiersbicky. Wiersbicky through traffic. Gets a shot blocked. Sabres send it out of the zone. Bounces back for Wiersbicky. Wiersbicky gains the red line. Dumps it in. We got 8 minutes to go in regulation. Here comes Larsh down low for Gauchi. He's got some pressure. Getting help from O'Kane. But out come the Sabres. Nice hit from Larsh. Puck gets into the zone. Gilbert on it. He ties up. Gets some help from Carson. Pass out front. Intercepted by O'Kane. He shifts that up. It's kept in. Now Gilbert gets it up for Carson. Carson ships it in the zone. Pressure. And they send it up. Now it's back for Gilbert across for Markowicz. Up for Holden. Holden for Carson. Carson cuts up center. Gets a shot blocked. Young keeps it in. Puck comes behind the net. Carson Young, it's in his feet. He gets his shot blocked. He follows up in the corner, gets it for Carson. Carson takes a cross check. We don't get that call. Holden tries to keep it in. It comes back for Markowicz. Puts that deep in the zone. Sabres chip it up center, bounces away, and Holden finds it. Holden at the red line. Gets some help from Carson. Carson to Young. Young takes it into the zone. Hands it over for Carson. On the back check, he couldn't get the shot. Sabres head the other way. They pass it in front. Get a shot. Nothing there. And now it's back for McLean. Guy behind the net all alone. Pass in front. Tied up. Shot. Glove save. Shots are 25-25. It's be a 0-0 game. All right. Standing beside the play-by-play guy from the Sabres. He's a real beauty. Puck comes out. High stick called. We get a face-off in front of me here. Oh, no, it's going to go back a little bit. .603 left in regulation. 3-2 for the Birdies. All goals have been from the special teams. Now off the drop. Burns sends it in. Sabres D to D up the side. And they re-enter our zone. Crossway ties him up, drives him into the boards. Marshville sends it around. Now Judd gets the puck. Chips it up center, but hits the rafters. We'll get a face-off in our zone. All right, Noble on the draw, gets that back for Crossweight. Crossweight comes up the side, enters the zone. Gets that in front for Noble. He was all tied up. Marshfield's there to keep it in. Crossweight puts it out front, can't connect. Kessler's going to play it. Oh, face off at center. We dumped it out. They called an icing. Face off at center. Linesman got confused. Saw the puck go down, put his hand up. The other ref called icing, but the third official knew what was up. Anyways, puck comes in the neutral zone. Judd sends it around, just out of the reach of Noble. Sabres send it back in the neutral zone. Pressure, they get in with it though. Back check from Marshfield. Gets the puck over for Wiersbicky. Wiersbicky up the boards. Judd chips it up for Noble. Noble takes it up in his Sabre territory. Come on! He doesn't even have the puck. That's all right. Marshfield gets it back for Gilbert. His shot's blocked. They turn with it. Come up center. Can't get a shot. There we go. Wiersbicky ties him up. And then Noble gets the puck. Noble to Judd. He chips that over and out. It won't make it for an icing. He finally waves it off. Judd with some pressure. Getting help from Larsh. But they come out with it. They re-enter the zone. Pass in front. Doesn't connect. Now Larsh knocks it away. It's kept in. O'Kane chips at it. Gets it past one player. They get coverage. Larsh plays the body. The puck comes out of the zone. Larsh with some pressure, but they get it in. Shot blocked by Gilbert. O'Kane chips it up to the blue line and out. 4 minutes left in regulation. Sabres re-enter, pass in front, shot, blocker save. Kessler hangs on to that.
Come on, Carson, win that draw.
Carson wins the draw for Markowicz. Markowicz around the boards for Young. Young chips at it, kept in, getting some help from Markowicz. That's Crossweight. Crossweight and Young on the boards. Gauchi supporting them. Puck comes out. Markowicz knocks that away for Crossweight. Get it around to the blue line. Holden chips it out of the zone. Sends that over. Young brings it in. Little trouble on the side. Carson helping him out. Now the odd man rush the other way for the Sabres. Pass in front, can't connect. Holden gets the puck, chips that over up to the blue line. It comes out. Offside called. 3 minutes left in regulation. Why would you throw the puck down there, Daniel?
Loose move for Carson.
Marsh knocks it in the zone off the draw. Followed in the corner, puts that around for Judd. Judd sends it back for Crossweight. His shot on net blocked by the Sabres. They send that out. Won't make it for an icing. Daniel gets there. Daniel battles in the corner, gets that for Marshfield. Marshfield chips it up. It's kept in at the blue line. They pass it. Puck goes in the corner, back to the blue. Marshfield with pressure. Judd chips it out of the zone. One-on-one the other way. He's got Noble coming to join him. He gets it to Noble. Big save. Loose puck. Noble tries to get that out front. Judd to Noble. Noble fires it in the zone. It's back for Burns. Burns gets a shot deflected into the corner. Noble gets the puck. Back to the blue line. Crossweight gets a puck. We got 2 minutes. He gets that to Marshfield. Marshfield to Judd. Judd tries to get that over. It's off the shin pad. Judd sends it across now for Noble. Noble back for Liam. Liam on the side with it. Sends it down low. Pressure from Judd. And Gauchi. Puck comes up the side for Crossweight. Crossweight takes it deep into our zone. Chips it up. They keep it in at the blue line. Now Carson after it in the corner. It comes out. Pass across, knocked down by Billard. Kept in by the Sabres. Goalie pulled. 6-on-5. Shot. Fouled. Tie game with 1:12 to go. Timeout called from St. Charles. All right, 1:12 left in regulation. All tied up at 3 in the third.
Go, fellas, let's go.
Noble to Judd. Back for McLean. They tip that into the zone. Carson follows it up. Pass in front, can't connect. McLean hands it off to Carson. Carson down low for Liam. Liam gets it in front for Carson. Blocked. McLean's shot doesn't make it. Puck comes out. Gilbert gets there. Gets that for Judd. Judd across for Carson. Carson for Jackson. Enters his own shot. Save. Rebounds. Judd in front for Noble. Wow, on the doorstep. 28 seconds to go in regulation. Noble wins the draw back for McLean. McLean sends it down low for Judd. He puts that out front. It's in! Let's go! Woo! Gauchi. I don't even know who scored that. I don't care. 20 seconds left in regulation. 4-4. 4-3, sorry.
Andy and well, a 7, I think.
But he's a big boy. Nice face-off win. 6-on-5. McLean battles. 14 seconds. Noble ships that to the blue line. Now we get it out. 6 seconds. To Judd. Empty netter. No goal, but it doesn't matter. We're moving on to the semifinals. Get away, boys.
Hey, have a good flight back.
All right.
Have a good flight. Have a good flight.
There we go. Getting a little tense afterwards. But otherwise, it was a good game. 4-3. Move on to the semis. Don't know who we play.